What's up guys, Ryan here. So today I wanted to do a quick video just talking about how to get a second Etsy seller account in case your first account was closed for any reason. And let me just give some context here. So I guess long story short, I had a website that I made in college. I'm a web developer, so this website was just a pure passion project. It helped me learn how to build websites, and over time it inadvertently and unexpectedly grew to a really, I don't know what to say, like large website. Like it gets a couple 100,000 hits a month and ranks #1 on a bunch of its primary keywords. And I run some Google ads, make a little bit of side income there. But the point of me sharing that was that my first Etsy account, I tried to sell basically a handmade product, which by the way, Etsy is the handmade marketplace. So it seemed like a perfect fit. And I tried to sell it on Etsy. I tried to list it everywhere possible. This was like my first little introduction. Well, it wasn't my first introduction to e-commerce, but it was like my first kind of like business approach to e-commerce beyond just selling stuff on eBay and Craigslist. And it sold like 1 unit in like a year. So it was a pretty big failure. And it's just because like I didn't validate that the niche. I tried to create demand for something that nobody was looking for. Lesson learned. Either way, it's fine. But Etsy ended up closing my account because they said the product didn't fit the look and feel of their marketplace. And Etsy has like prosthetic penises for sale on their marketplace. Etsy has like ridiculous things on their marketplace. I don't know why I said prosthetic penises, but one time it showed up in my homepage, like, and it's like blurred out, but you can clearly see. And it's like, what is Etsy doing banning my account for selling something handmade that was fine? Like literally, like nothing. It wasn't like inauthentic, nothing like that. It was just fine for Etsy's marketplace from my perspective, but they closed my account and they let this other dude sell. I mean, there's a bunch of weird stuff on Etsy. Let's just put it that way. Not that I've dug too deep, but somehow they decided that a prosthetic penis should show up on my homepage. And I clicked it to make sure that's what it was, and that's what it was. And they're just doing just fine. But they closed my first account. So then in order for me to like sell print on demand on Etsy, I had to open up a second account. Well, lesson learned, and sorry that I took so long talking. If you just want to know how to open that second account, now's where the value starts. But if you open a second account and you tie it in any way, shape, or form to that first one, like using the same address, using the same credit card will absolutely get you. They algorithmically match and close the second account automatically. And if you try to have it reviewed, you're not going to get it reopened. Now, I've had buddies who started selling on Etsy, and I warned them, hey, Etsy's really quick to close accounts for no reason. And then sure enough, they got their account closed and they had to ask for a manual review. And then upon manual review, got their account reopened with no reason for the account getting closed in the first place. I don't know if Etsy's still this strict, but if you're watching this video, chances are maybe the same thing happened to you, and they might be. So if you get your account reviewed and cannot get it back, what you need to know about opening that next account is that you cannot link it to the first one in any way. So this is exactly what I did. My first account was in my business name. So they did have my personal name, but it was really primarily under the business name, meaning I had the business credit card there too. And my billing information might be what they did the match on, because my second account doesn't use my business info. It uses my personal info, completely different credit cards. And I've had no problems after years, right? But when I opened up a second account, it instantly got closed because they were able to like just use automation to link that to my first account, which was closed. So that's all you really needed to know. This was definitely a long-winded way of telling you that, but I've seen people in my Facebook group saying, hey, Etsy closed my account. You know, it's not uncommon to see that in Facebook groups on the internet. If you Google it, it's one of the first things that pops up. So it's unfortunate. I wish I could tell you why they do it. I have no clue. Like, I mean, literally no clue. If manual review doesn't get your account back, just be very careful. You might have the opposite approach that I did. So I opened my first account in my business name. If you don't have a business, you may need to incorporate and use the business as and then open a credit card as well in the business name and go that route. It doesn't hurt to have the second option for Etsy and for beyond Etsy. Anyways, guys, I hope this helps. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, hit me up below. Consider reaching out to me in my Facebook group. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you at the next one.
Passive Income School is open. Enroll now at ryansmethod.com. Thank you.